Hi folks, Shane here with Shane's Premier League prediction show for match week 28. Apologies for a few weeks ago, folks. I had a lot of things on my mind, so I didn't get around to doing the prediction show. But it's good to be back. If you want to find out how I predicted the last game week, you can watch my review show, which I put up on my channel earlier. So we'll crack on with this week's show. First up on Saturday afternoon is Leicester and Stoke City. I reckon this is going to be a 2-0 win for the Foxes after their heavy defeat to Manchester City last time out in the league. And Stoke City got a draw against Brighton. So Jamie Vardy and Riyad Mahrez to come up with the goals for the Foxes in a comfortable 2-0 win. On to Bournemouth and Newcastle. I reckon this is going to be a good win for Bournemouth. I reckon Newcastle are going to come crashing right back down to earth after their wonderful shock victory over Manchester United the other week there. I reckon Junior Stanislas and Josh King will come up with the goals for Bournemouth, and Dwight Gale might do it for Newcastle. A 2-1 victory for the Cherries. So Brighton and Swansea. I reckon this is going to be a tight affair. 1-1, I reckon. Brighton managed a good draw against Stoke City, and Swansea managed to scrape victory against Burnley. I reckon Pascal Gross is going to come up with the goal for Brighton, and for Swansea, I reckon Jordan Ayew will score the goal for them in a 1-1 draw to keep their relative good run going. To be honest, these days they're doing very well under Carlos Carvalhal. So next up we have Burnley and Southampton. I reckon this is going to be a 1-0 win for Burnley, and they're going to bounce back after a narrow defeat to Swansea last time out. Southampton as well are coming off the back of a big defeat to Liverpool, 3-0. So I can't see them picking up anything from a Turf Moor tomorrow afternoon. Sam Vokes or Chris Wood may come up with a goal to give the Clarets a narrow 1-0 victory, I reckon, here. On to Liverpool and West Ham United. I reckon this is going to be a comfortable win for the Reds. David Moyes has never picked up a win against Liverpool, I think, in his managerial career. So let's hope that continues tomorrow, from my point of view. I reckon Mohamed Salah will score twice, along with maybe Sadio Mane, after their good performance last time out in the Champions League. I reckon their good run of form is going to continue, and Liverpool are going to spend Saturday night second in the league table. That's what I predict anyway. And West Ham are obviously going to come crashing back down to earth after their good win over Watford last time out in the league. So now, West Brom and Huddersfield. West Brom need a victory here, as do Huddersfield. However, I feel West Brom are going to grab the spoils tomorrow. I reckon Salomon Rondon and maybe Macaulay will come up with the goals here in this real relegation battle. Huddersfield managed to do very well last time out against Bournemouth, but once again a bump back down to earth for them I can see coming. 2-0 to West Brom. That one. Watford and Everton is the late kickoff tomorrow afternoon. I reckon Watford will edge this one 1-0. We all know what happened to Everton on their last trip to London, where they got absolutely hammered by Arsenal. I can see it being another miserable trip to London for the Toffees tomorrow, with a goal from Richarlison to settle affairs at Vicarage Road. So Crystal Palace and Spurs is the first game on Sunday afternoon. I reckon Spurs are going to win this. Crystal Palace have been doing very well lately, picking up results here and there, and they're as safe as you could be, I suppose, in mid-table, even though mid-table isn't really safe this season. They might be dragged a little bit into it this weekend after I reckon Spurs are going to grab a victory. Harry Kane scored twice and Christian Benteke to grab a consolation for the Eagles in the London Derby. Then it's on to the biggest clash of the afternoon in the league. Manchester United take on Chelsea. Manchester United were very poor the other night in the Champions League. They managed to pick up a result, however, albeit a lucky one. I reckon Antonio Conte's men will come to Old Trafford and nick a victory 2-1 with goals from Alvaro Morata and Eden Hazard and maybe Alexis Sanchez to grab a consolation for the Red Devils in this titanic clash. Just a heads up, the League Cup final takes place directly after that between Arsenal and Manchester City, and the sides also meet again on this coming Thursday in the league. I reckon Manchester City are going to win this one 3-1 on their irresistible march to the Premier League title and glory. I reckon Sergio Aguero will score twice, and maybe Raheem Sterling, and then maybe Aubameyang will grab a consolation for the Gunners. So they're my predictions for this week. TalkSport ones. I'll move on to my fantasy picks now. I have Pope in goal for Burnley. He's at home to Southampton. Dunk, he's at home to Swansea. Simpson is at home to Newcastle. Long is at home to Southampton also, as well as Jack Cork. Ericsson is in my midfield along with Riyad Mahrez, Sadio Mane and Salah are really in good form lately, so I have them in. And to round things off then, I have Kane and Firmino up front. So they're my fantasy picks for this week. Hopefully they're okay. On to Paddy Power Hotshot. This is where I've first goal scorers picked out. 6 of them in all. If you get 6 of them, you get a grand sum of money. So hopefully these picks will guide you in the right direction. I reckon Junior Stanislas will score first for Bournemouth against Newcastle. Mohamed Salah score for Liverpool against West Ham. Crystal Palace and Tottenham, I've gone for Harry Kane to score. Chris Wood to score for Burnley against Southampton. Richarlison to score for Watford against Everton. And Eden Hazard to score for Chelsea on their away trip to Old Trafford on Sunday afternoon. And finally, for this week, we have the Super 6 predictions, £1 million up for grabs here. I've gone for a 2-1 Bournemouth victory over Newcastle, 1-0 victory for Burnley over Southampton, 2-0 to West Brom over Huddersfield, a 1-1 draw in the Brighton and Swansea match, 3-0 to Liverpool against West Ham, and there's one championship game this weekend in Super 6. I've gone for a narrow Derby County 2-1 win over Reading. So that's it, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's great to be back. Have a mighty weekend, and I hope my predictions will guide you in the right direction to make you very happy this weekend. All the best. Take care. Bye-bye from Shane. See you for the review show in the coming days.